Hello and welcome to One Way, where we go one way, and that's west. And we're not jumping. Here. And we can move the player. Maybe not now. Yeah, now. Well, it wouldn't have been death, but still not pleasant. Anyway, this is done on a phone. You might hear calling and scratching noises to make certain maneuvers happen. Otherwise, it's held at a wide stance to prevent that. However, doing so for your auditory pleasure comes at the cost of some precision, like walking into trees, buildings, placing blocks where we're not trying to place blocks, and walking into pits of death. Those are things that are possible. Nice jump. And you get to hear me tell you how this game doesn't respond to commands, because it's really not very good at doing that. Uh-oh. I thought I looked at an Enderman. I know there was one there. I know he's roughly in the center of my viewpoint, so I don't see him coming after me. Thing is, I have the volume set really low, because if I have it up high, it'll be ultra distorted, and for those of you listening, it'll be rather deafening, especially with headphones. So I also cannot really hear the game very well. It is very, very low. And when I'm breaking dirt blocks, for example, I can hear that. If I get an Enderman angry, I don't hear it. I have to look and see if he's actually going to come and... yeah, I have to go this way, but it's kind of... over here. Oh, no, you're not going to move, because, yeah, that's actually not possible. Let's just grab some of these pieces of dirt on the side. And yeah, that jump was completely unnecessary. So we did not anger an Enderman. Good. Like I said, it's just ridiculously close to how that he was at the center of my screen, which is, of course, a bad thing. So we're going to get to 7.7 million today, and should be relatively quick, but it seems that I'm getting jagged terrain, although it is doable terrain. All I have to do is time the jumps, and the jump button actually working, although that time it did, it just was too little too late. Over here. A little more this way, because I see water, and that's the door. Now if I actually hit the jump button that time, alright, and go. And why are we not getting out of the water? Oh, was I in the block? Alright, we're getting close to crossing over to that 7.7 million or to 7,700 kilometer block. I mean, something's going to go horribly wrong, and we have to really struggle hard to get back into the swing of things. I mean, that's what it will take to fail to do it. And I know we've had such issues. Alright, we'll just go this way because it's a little easier. Alright, this... yeah, we need to go this way. Nope. Okay, we need to jump when jump is pressed. Alright, good. I just took a jump there just to play it on the safe side. And go. Go, not... Do what you were doing. Huh. Surprise jump that happened. When I want it to, it won't, but when it feels like it, it will. And once again, jump and nothing happens. And that's not a touch button thing, because definitely noticed that on Windows 10 as well. I push the jump button and literally nothing will happen. Oh, the weird thing that happens in the, used to happen in the Java edition, but what happens in Bedrock every once in a while is, yeah, after I move around, if I'm pressing I got my directional buttons set up the old-fashioned way, not what I refer to as the stupid WASD configuration, but using the actual arrows. If I use, say, the right arrow to move right, which is not how it really works, but it's more of a strafe button. But either way, if I'm pressing up to move forward or back to go backwards or anything like that, if I'm done pressing the button, on rare occasions, the player will still move. I have to mash the button a few times before it realizes that it's not being pressed anymore. Should probably stop. That used to be a thing that happened in Java. And it still seems to be a thing in Bedrock, because I know Bedrock was more or less based on a much older version of Java at one point. Alright, close enough. Bed, sleep. Yeah, we finally crossed over. 7.7 million. In the next sleep, we could cement that. Alright, that looks bad. This looks easier. And before the village popped in, I decided I was going to come over here. So yeah, it's better just to hop on the boat. Minimal chance that the boat would just fade into oblivion. Okay, oh wait, that does have a bed. I can never tell with these banner places sometimes. I do not have, and even so now, not enough free space for dealing with you. We just need one more bed, so I'm not... Okay, that building is useless. Yep, jumping. Oh, come on. Okay, over here. One more position. There we go. You know, actually, yeah, now that I'm kind of over here, I'll just move the player. Easier to go here. Okay, press jump at least 6 times. And only twice did it actually do something. Oh, we should eat. See if the need to eat came a little sooner, we could have... Actually, no, we would have had 5 bread. We would have been 5 bread short of a full stack and not 6, which is what the villager would give us. Slots are a bit of a premium. Over here, I guess. And I guess there is an end to this. Good, rather go around. In most cases, if it's a desert, I usually will take a somewhat inner route and not just go by it. Unless, of course, a river runs in the middle. That way there's a better chance of spotting one of those desert temples that could be spawning some good stuff for us to use. Be the loading with the washer's making a funny noise, but then again, usually the way the loading is, sometimes it will do that. Village. Alright, a little more this way. Free bed. Of course, that's when that breaks. Move that to an appropriate position. Okay, now move the player. There we go. Again, we don't really... Oh, of course it has to be a useless building. What other way would it work? They're a little better positioned. See the sun slightly better and be a little closer to the bed, so it's likely I'll hit the bed and not the villager. Ooh, a free torch. We'll take it. Speaking of, actually, let's just get rid of that for now. Actually, we have space. No, we're going to hit that now. That goes over there. Actually, this will go over here, boat goes over there, and this will land where it should. We're more than halfway through the next 10,000. Yeah, so like I said, or did I? It's only washer dryer phase because the weather was nice. But of course, now that the dryer is fixed, the dryer phase takes. The washing phase is a little longer, and the dryer phase quite a bit more. Like maybe a little short of twice as long. But that means that we get that much further. Or if things go bad, that much longer to recover. Can I continue going this way? Weird blue line on the right, I'm assuming is Alexa. I intentionally set it that way to not trigger it if it... And every now and then I just see that blue line appears on the... In my case, on the far right of the screen, which you don't see. Which is kind of funny, because it says it records everything. Easy Record records everything on screen. So if you have private information showing, it's going to show up. Oh, the little blue line shirt. The blue line doesn't show up. So not everything. Place, sleep. I don't like the way rain works in this version of the game. For this particular objective, it is especially bad. In fact, you can see it right there. There's monsters burning up. is thunderstorms don't work like they're supposed to. Remember when a thunderstorm would come, the clouds would turn black and the sky and the surroundings get very dark? As you see, it didn't do that. It looked like a normal rain event. I see a village up there, but it's a project. Those kind of villages, unless we're in dire need, we skip over. And I think it could be cherry blossoms. From afar, maybe from afar, it kind of look alike. When you're close enough, the color makes itself known. But yeah, now that we've hit the 7,700 kilometer mark, the game's now in its hey, you made that objective. Screw you. That's as far as you're going today. We're gonna throw mountains at you, so you don't progress anymore. Progress. Whatever. Nice jump. Glad you completely failed. Break. Then we can do that again. It does help clearing these hills a lot and mountains a lot faster. Break. Just to recover a little what we're going to lose. And I think that's the end. Yeah, I don't hear anything else going on. Let's just get to a spot. There we go. Place a boat. That way we don't fall through the world if we're not on an exact half block increment, because that would be bad. So, see you at dryer phase. We're back. All right, we gotta really be careful here. All right, I think that's a safe one. Not safe there. Not safe here. Yeah, we'll just take the that. Hopefully this does us good. And it's not going to just wind up well, still could be worse. Well, it still did kind of what I was expecting that it would. Just not as big. And we keep going. Actually, we don't have to keep going. Let's take this and cover that one. Wow, we got almost nowhere in this day-night cycle. Oh, I don't like that. Further. Alright. We're past the danger zone, so there we go. I hate to do it, but I think we're going to have to go this way. Not because of the sheep. It seems the other way is just not heading where we're going. Trees getting too tall. The circumventing via tree is not going to work. Jumping. And it straddled blocks instead of going where I wanted. Should have also corrected it myself. And over here. Yeah, it's kind of going out of the way, but roofed forest is in the other direction, so we'll take the out of the way. And place. And place. Yeah, the old once bitten, twice shy thing. Then I get ballsy and I wind up falling in a pit of death. Try not to do that. I'll get a regular forest now. The only really bad thing is when you get the heavy tree cover. Similar to the roof forest, monsters can spawn at half brightness. Whoa. And there was a very likely pit of death, and we can move the player. We can move the player. Boat. Selecting boat. Mangrove. This is a challenge all in of itself, but it does not follow the half-light rule of old. If it's dark, as long as the light level is 1 or higher, nothing will spawn till it gets dark out. And we can move the player. Although right now this one isn't all that bad. See how it gets really dark? It does not follow the same rule. So monsters, there could be monsters in here if this were a regular forest, or if it followed the old rules. So break a few leaves here. This will probably help us move further along. Especially when the jump button does jump button things, just like it did there. Alright, now we need jump button to do jump button. Hey, there we go. That helps. Although now we're in regular jungle, so the half-light rule is once again in effect. Yeah, I can see the skeleton there, and we gotta move the player. Okay, you moved the player for me. Now move the player. When it matters most, you're not doing the job. Back to the mangroves. We're jumping now. Okay, this is not good. Alright, that's a little better. Move the player. And there's the example of why we don't want to go through thick jungle. That skeleton that was shooting us. Yeah, I'm just gonna place a bed here. I didn't like how far it put me from the boat. And we're jumping. Okay, no, I don't like that. That becomes junk that winds up in inventory. Go. Am I facing straight? Yeah, I am. Forward. And jump button didn't do anything. Move the player did nothing that time. Good thing, like I said, that half-light rule doesn't apply to mangroves. But it does to jungles. Over here. Sometimes the vines are a pain, but sometimes they're quite the help. Alright, good enough. And we're jumping. Yeah, whatever. Jumping. Okay, didn't hit the right button that time. Alright, we made it to the 7710 kilometer block. Maybe we could get to 7720. can't do that. And I don't have enough X button. Alright, there it is. And it wasn't worth all that effort. Okay, the best thing to do is go this way. Find a piece of ground right there. Jump across, because when the jump button actually does its thing like it did, and we make our way across like we just did. Get rid of the junk while we're waiting. There we go. Okay, so if I do this, we can make more progress. It might not be okay over here. It might not be fast, but at least it's something. Yeah. No, how about selecting the block? That's the thing I actually asked you to do. I see mountains with snow, which is not a good thing. Not what I wanted. Going. I do see an end to the mountain, so I mean, alright, let's make numbers bigger. Alright, let's make numbers bigger. Well, that's something we didn't need to see. Nope. Nope. Okay, over here. Nice jump. Move the player. Looks like I don't have a way out. Move the player. Sure, that's not going to work. Like anything else I do, it's not going to work. Moving the player. I like that answer even better. We're jumping when the jump button's pressed. Jumping. Not placing blocks, we're jumping. Jumping! Break. Did I ever? Okay, no, I still have leather trousers, so we're good there. Pressing the X. That way the snow won't be as big of an issue as it usually winds up being. Moving the player. New thing. We could move the player when we press the move the player button. Let's give that a try. Also, when I press jump, you can try jumping. Oh, I hate the way it flickers. Move the player. Move the player. Yes. Why I really don't like to have the phone on. Private message came up. Of course, smart me would have put the thing in airplane mode. I asked for sword. Well, we've gone this long. Keep moving. No, not micro jump. Move the player. That could have been bad. Fortunately, that was right there. Just a couple blocks away, and I could have overshot the entirety of that downhill. Brute force, that's the worst because it's dark most of the time. You're susceptible to anything at any moment. Yeah, it looks like we don't have a choice. Okay, let's just get off here. Pressing a button. Move the player. Move the player again. There we go. I don't like that we're in a root forest right now. As I said, the jungles, there's some areas that are dark enough for monsters. There's a lot of places that are dark enough for monsters to spawn. How are we doing? We got 38 cobble. So I answered the question before he finished. Nothing. At least I could reach it in the boat. Oh, do we continue? Yes, we do. Root forest, not good. Rivers that go through them, good. Does this end? Come on. Just keeps going in the wrong direction the whole time. But what does this do? At least it's getting us closer. I have a feeling we're set up for failure. Maybe not. Yeah, I guess we were. Positive thing, it did get us a little further. That's about it. Actually keep it there. Now if jump button does jump button things, we make it there. Brake. Brake. Jumping. Now this, I still think the rules still apply. Over. This is where I'd rather go through the snow. Brake. That did nothing for us. See if this tree will help us now. Place. Oh, we got another tree that we could probably jump from. Yes. Of course we didn't make that. Move the player. Nice jump. Works better when the jump button actually does its job. Nope, you failed to do your job. Let's try it with doing our job, and that's jump. See how much easier it went by actually doing the job? I didn't say swing swords, I said jump. Jump is 100% more the correct answer. Oh boy. Now if we could stay on top, we'll do okay. Out. Now it'd be nice is that we can get away from the roof forest. How about food? That's a better answer. And we're jumping. I like jumping. Let's use that right now. Place. Okay, we can't do that now because we got this. Alright, that block actually completely breaks apart. Pressing a button. Place. Why? Oh. We're so far out. Torches are completely... They have no dimension whatsoever. At least the way we're moving. We're jumping. In place because I couldn't see the torch was there, even though I probably should have known that. Jumping. Chance it because I think there might be more. Okay, we can gain that back. How about the sword, the one I was pressing? No. Jumping. No. Alright, it does not end that way. Oh, it does, but it's... We can stay on the treetops over here. Oh, that was actually a pretty good run. We're getting close to the end of this. You can say we're there. Alright, what would have been nice is if we pressed the jump button and we jumped. Thanks a lot. I did not think he would get me there. We're screwed. We are very screwed. Nope, we're moving. Okay, need to move this way. That's not the direction we wanted. Yep, pressing a button. Probably going to need that. We're going to put that over there. We're not going to make this. Now how about this pickaxe? Good there, and we don't have... Okay, yeah, we made that. We only have one more piece. Okay, we need to be able to move the player. Over here. So once again, we have enough for a chest. Okay, why are we not breaking these down? boat. Chest boat. Place chest. Yep. That goes over there. Nope, over here. Nope, over here. Break. Break. Just put this out of the way. I want a chance. I know it's possible to get through this if the game could just jump when the jump button is pressed, and my false sense of security from the creep. That's not the block I was touching. Move the player. Move the player. Whatever. Move the player. So we're making 0 progress right now. We were doing so well. I thought the creeper was not going to be able to reach us. Of course, like I said, I got the sound down, so I can't hear it going. I could have ran if I could have heard it. Break. All right, go. Break. Break. I see where we were. Let's make the action. Break. Pressing. Now we can make our moves. Over here. could have jumped instead of micro jumping. That would be good. Alright, we're not making it as well, but we're making it, which is the important thing. Yeah, I don't know where our stuff went. The important thing is getting out of here. We found our stuff, that's the good thing. We can move the player. I like it when we move the player. Get out. Nope, we're getting out. Are we safe? Break. Just do that. Jump, 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 jump. Jump! Holy crap, you're stupid. Yeah, I want out. Let's hurry. Hurry, 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 hurry. Okay, move the player. Alright, we're in much better shape now. We died, but we found our stuff, which is good. We're jumping. Try it. Make a new thing. I want to get away from where we were. I know they cannot move in the X direction, but I want to be far enough away from it. We're jumping. We don't need that. We don't need that. Not acceptable. Just let good things happen at this point. Alright, this is not a death jump, but I don't like it. Go. I mean, we're plenty far enough away. Just move the player. Move the player. Oh, this game does not want to do anything. That's... Alright, let's... Over here, move. Alright, let's do this. Junk, make more. Bed. We didn't find everything, but we're in better shape now than what we were. Do you think we can just junk that? junk that. We don't need it. And we'll put the lower stack there. Until we need the more beds, we'll leave it as it is. Okay, jump. Alright, does this go anywhere? Move the player. Oh, perfect. Trident guy. Boat in hand. Board it. Good. We're way off axis, but at least we're moving in the right direction now. Some of the stuff has fallen through the world, but we were able to get most of our stuff back, which is a rarity. Usually we wind up going away where it's not possible to get it back, or it's in a chasm where you just can't get it back. I would like that side to be not mountains now. The wrong direction is the one that's giving the right terrain. Board it. And then we get screwed anyway. I see the sheep, but we're trying to move. And a portal blocks our way. Where's the boat? There it is. Oh, it didn't fall. It landed on a half block. That was good. That meant we could have lost the boat. Golden apple. That's even better. And we need to put that in. Okay, we can get rid of that and secure another position. Alright, we're actually doing okay now. Not the best, but we're doing all right. Pressing, pressing, pressing. And trying to recover. This is recovery if we sleep. There we go. Move the player. Good, it's open in the right direction. Where the precision compounding lessons. And we're halfway towards the next 10,000, which probably is going to be a miracle. Because all we're getting are mountains, which is 100% what we don't want. This is not a normal game where, hey, mountains are good. Yeah, I think we lost our, the stone pickaxe we did have. Circumvention time. Nope, over here. Jumping, not swinging swords. Ooh, double jump. That actually was a good thing. And we're not working with me again. We're jumping. Probably should be doing that when we're pressing jump. Stupid idea, but it's something we could probably do. Move. And that death reminded me that that time that I think we died 3 times, actually was not even close to the most that we've died in an episode. There was an episode where it started snowing, and I forget what they call the cold version of the skeletons. They showed up. Of course, the game wouldn't move because it doesn't like doing that, and wound up dead. And I'm trying to get my stuff back, and kept getting killed. Trying to get things back. Trying to actually move out of simulation distance and head back so I could probably get things up and running again. I think it was like 10 or 12 times I croaked. Most of it was off camera. Of course, I could be dishonest and told you that never happened. But it did. And I mentioned it. Of course, nothing is going correctly. That would be wrong if it worked good. How about some terrain that works with us? Like I said, hey, we made that 7.7 million, so yeah, that's as far as you're getting. You're just gonna throw a brick wall in front of you, and you're gonna have to make it work. Yep, frickin' break. Alright, is there a way we can move the player? Player can move. Move the player. camping. We're not going to continue that way. Come on. Move. I just want to move. Brake. Do the brake. Easy thing. Move. Okay, that's just a log. I didn't know if I was looking at a pit. Seems to be wanting to throw those every five blocks. Oh, and go. Oh, village. Oh, it's abandoned. Doesn't necessarily mean bad. Oh, I don't need to do that. Eat the food. Yep, keep going. Okay, useless building. Yeah. We will change that out. And that. And we're stuck. That in there. Actually, we can do this. Since it's abandoned, we want to do that so that nothing will spawn in here. Doesn't mean it can't walk in. Alright, I'm not going to be going all that far. Useless. Alright, we pillaged that one. Yeah, we lost our emeralds. Oh, well, we got emeralds. Pressing that button. Okay, we already checked that actually. Let's move this way. Move the player. Like it when move the player happens. Yeah, I think this is useless. Move the player. Move the player. Yeah, useless. Yeah, this might be pointless, but it'd be easier to do it this way. How about we move the player? We're not doing a good job of that at all. How about jump? What do we have? Okay, that's good enough. I didn't know if we were looking at a pit of death. Like this thing. I don't know what this is. Yeah, that's a pit of death. Alright, a little more. A little more. A little more. Move the player. There we go. Up. Tried to... Here we go with the random holes. This is why we gotta aim down. Get a better chance of seeing it coming. Alright, I would like to move in the direction I need to. Move the player. Break. Do I have to explain everything? Jump. I didn't say sword. I pressed jump. I pressed jump again, and nothing happened. Yeah, I don't trust you. Okay, Pit of Death is continuing. Jump. And around it we went. Jump. Not micro. Jump means jump. Jump. Move. Do something. Jumping. Move. Move. Speed zone. We could use this. If it actually went somewhere. The player. Village. Bed count. massive, so that's good. Move the player. Move the player. Move the player. Why are we not moving the player? Move the player. Yeah, we'll waste it so we can grab more bread with a full stomach. Oh, this is the 2-bed version. Useless. Great. Break. Move the player. That's not moving the player. Let's try a new thing. Move the player. I don't know if this is useless or not. Yeah, useless. Anyway. Moving along. Moving along. We're pressing jump. Might mean jump. I did not notice this till about nowish. This is filled in. Worthless. Just need one more. One more ingot. Move the player. Speed round. Until we get to a village. Yep. Out of the boat. No. How about this? How about this way? Yeah, the answer that's correct. That would be the best answer. Move the player. Suck at doing that. Alright, we saw that it was getting dark out. Can we get to the 7720 kilometer block? That would be good, considering what's been going on. There it is. Good enough. I'd like to move this way. Move the player. don't want to duck. The player. Again, kind of useless. Kinda. We see a building this way. Of course we have to be lined up against everything. Actually, we want to go this way. Alright, we're full. Looking for smithies. Which isn't there. Which isn't here. Big drop. Move the player. Place. I'd like to move in the other direction now. This is not the correct direction. Break. Break. Place. Nice double jump, and I do mean it was a nice double jump. They would actually do something right. It's amazing. Come on. Nice jump. Nope. Can we do 1% of what was asked? Again, failed to jump. Jump button was pressed, not sword swing button. Jump button. Very different button. Eat button. Game's not scoring points today. Over here. Over here. Break. You know, let's use this tree. Oh, another double jump. this just to get some more inventory. Alright. Crap, we're moving. Cheap, move the player. .48 wool. That we kept. That we were able to recover from the death. We get 49 at least. And that's that. Move. Move. Wow, you suck today. I can't move that way. Jump. Jumping. No, no, we're not doing that. We're jumping now. We're jumping. Press the button 3 times. We should have jumped. Jump. I didn't say place. I said jump. Opposite. Move the player. I'm not... Just do the job. It's not that hard. Place. Place. I still have my second boat, but you know how sometimes they go the wrong way and fall through the world, so until we need that space, we got the backup. Okay, how about position? There we go. Nice jump. I wonder when this game will do something right. Oh, that was actually pretty good. In spite of how thick everything was, that was pretty good. Player can move now. Player can move now. Brake. Trees to play with there. It's just a matter of, yep, jump, not sword. I didn't press sword. How about jump? Jump, jump. That means move. I forget what these powder blocks, if they're too tall to normally jump over, you can just keep jumping and phase through them. Nope. Nope, we're jumping. Can there just be a way that we can move? Nice jump again. Damn it, this game can be annoying. Brake. Oh, damn it. Go, go. Go. God. See, I was smart. This time I realized it. So there's 2 deaths. Yay, why not? Because why should anything go smoothly? It never should. Alright, now let's see what happens when something goes the right way. The way it doesn't ever go. Alright, this needs to go there. That's junk and that moves there. This does not belong. That belongs there. Pressing. That. Pressing. Pressing. Probably means doing the job. Wow. Wonder what it would be like if something actually worked. That'd be great. Alright, so dirt goes here, and we're just compressing everything. That shouldn't be there. So we lost both boats. Go figure. Alright, now we need to get rid of the junk. Junk go bye-bye. Junk go bye-bye. Wow, I'd like something to go right. We don't need two of these. Once again, boat. This chest, boat. Be nice if we press the move the player button and move the player happens. I'd really like that answer. The one that makes things go the correct way. Move the player. Come on. Something work. Just something. Alright, I think we got more junk. This, please. Yes. Place. I'm getting very annoyed at this point. We'll get a little bit of movement before we get pinned in a giant cliff, so we can't move anymore again. And there it is. Actually, we don't need to do that. Move. Break. I just want to move the player. Did we lose our stack? No. We had two boats. Of course, you couldn't have kept at least one of them. Nice jump again. Then doesn't help that we're not getting through the wickets either. No. Oh, whoa, whoa. No, definitely. Move the player. The player. You know, nice open field. Place. Grab. Okay, sword's already selected. So, can we get to the 77 20-kilometer block? I'd like to get there. Of course, it would help if we had a way to get there. Jump. Jump. Actually did it. Okay, you can move. Ooh, open water. We can get some progress. Finally. And the dryer is done. We failed to make it. So, yeah. This episode is done. And let's just get there. If we can just cooperate one time. And it looks like we will. Hey, we're out in the water. Let's just get there. $90 there to $77.20. Alright, which way is best? There is none. How else would it work? Actually, this is not too bad. Ooh, this actually goes up the whole... yeah, almost. Good enough. Alright, boat, sit. 7,720,081. Why the heck not stretch it out? I didn't realize the time was out anyway, so why not? And that's one way. Not very good, but we were able to recover most of everything the first death. Second time we saw the Enderman, he saw us. I was smart enough to place a bed next to where I would ultimately die. Almost made a shelter. Did not make it. Died again. Again, most recovered stuff. Yeah, we covered most of everything. Oh, we lost our pickaxe. Okay. So this is one way. Joja551 saying, hope you enjoyed at my expense, and have a good one.